The silent power of salt. In the quiet of contemplation, we encounter salt, not merely as a grain, but as a symbol woven into the fabric of existence. Across religions and cultures, salt holds a sacred place, transcending its earthly origins to embody something much deeper, a universal symbol of preservation. Across the vast expanse of human belief, salt emerges as a common thread. It preserves, just as faith preserves the soul from the decay of worldly distractions. In the deserts of the Middle East, in the mountains of Tibet, and on the shores of distant lands, salt is harvested and revered. It is a gift from the earth, a reminder of the enduring connection between humanity and the natural world. Salt as a metaphor for life's essence. Consider salt as a metaphor for life itself. Small, unassuming, yet essential. Just as a few grains can transform a dish, a few moments of mindfulness can transform a life. In each tradition, salt serves as a reminder of what truly matters: purity, balance, and the enduring connection to something greater than ourselves. As you walk the path of life, remember the lessons of salt. In its simplicity, find purity. In its preservation, find faith. And in its presence, find a quiet reminder of the sacred in the everyday. The mystical essence of salt, a Tibetan monk's reflection. In the quietude of the Tibetan monasteries, where the whispers of the wind mingle with the chants of ancient mantras, we find salt not merely as a substance, but as a symbol imbued with profound spiritual significance. Its essence transcends the material realm, touching the very fabric of existence. Let us delve into the mystical and practical dimensions of salt, as revered in our ancient practices and profound wisdom. Salt in Islamic tradition, the sacred covenant. In Islam, salt is more than a seasoning. It is a symbol of faith and a sacred bond. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, spoke of the importance of starting and ending meals with salt. This practice is not just for the health of the body, but for the soul's well-being. Salt cleanses, preserves, and protects, reflecting the eternal covenant between the Creator and His creation. It is said that salt was among the first blessings given to Adam, symbolizing the fundamental values that sustain life. Salt as a symbol of purity and continuity. In the sacred silence of the high Himalayas, salt represents purity and continuity. The crystalline nature of salt reflects the clarity of our own spiritual journey. Just as salt preserves food and prevents decay, it also symbolizes the preservation of spiritual purity amid the fleeting distractions of life. In Tibetan rituals, a pinch of salt is often cast into offerings or sacred spaces, embodying a gesture of protection and sanctity. This humble element, in its simplicity, carries the essence of enduring purity, bridging the earthly and the divine. The sacred practice of salt in spiritual discipline. The ancient Tibetan traditions hold salt in high regard, not merely as a seasoning, but as a tool for spiritual discipline. In our monasteries, salt is used to mark sacred spaces, forming protective boundaries that safeguard the sacredness of our meditations. It is said that the presence of salt in these ritualistic contexts helps to anchor our minds and spirits, ensuring that our focus remains undisturbed by external chaos. This practice of using salt is a testament to its role as a spiritual guardian, facilitating a deeper connection with the divine. The mystical power of salt in longevity practices. In the quest for longevity and spiritual enlightenment, salt plays a pivotal role. Tibetan sages have long understood the benefits of salt in extending life and maintaining vitality. The ancient texts speak of salt's ability to harmonize the body's energies and balance the inner elements. It is believed that salt, when used in moderation, can aid in the cleansing of the body and soul, contributing to a longer and more balanced life. This understanding is deeply rooted in the belief that salt's natural properties align with the harmonious energies of the universe. Salt in the art of Kung Fu, a symbol of resilience and discipline. In the realm of Kung Fu, salt's significance is both practical and symbolic. Ancient practitioners utilized salt to fortify their bodies and minds. The practice of rubbing salt into the skin was not merely a ritual, but a method to strengthen and toughen the body. This ancient technique involved applying salt to the skin, allowing it to harden and become more resilient against the rigors of combat. Such practices exemplify the merging of physical endurance with spiritual discipline, highlighting salt's role as a catalyst for personal transformation. The ritual of salt in martial arts training. In the rigorous training of martial arts, salt's role extends to the realm of discipline and perseverance. The use of salt in training rituals serves as a constant reminder of the path to mastery. The application of salt to the skin, the immersion in salt water, and the use of salt-filled training tools are all practices designed to build resilience and fortitude. Through these methods, practitioners cultivate not only physical strength, but also mental fortitude, embracing the journey of continuous self-improvement. The wisdom of salt in daily practice. As we walk the path of spiritual and physical discipline, salt serves as a constant companion. It reminds us of the delicate balance between the physical and the spiritual, between the transient and the eternal. In every grain of salt, we find a reflection of our own journey, simple yet profound. It teaches us to appreciate the small things, to find purity and simplicity, and to embrace the enduring essence of our being. In the serenity of our practice, let us remember the lessons of salt. In its humble form, we discover the mysteries of life in the essence of our existence. Through the rituals and practices, may we find the strength to face our challenges, the wisdom to understand our path, and the purity to connect with the divine. The wisdom of salt in martial arts. In the depths of Kung Fu, we discover how simple elements of nature transform the body and mind. Salt is one of the symbols of this transformation. It is not just a substance, but the essence of resilience and endurance. Let us explore the role of salt in martial arts together. In ancient times, warriors' hands, feet, and bodies were shaped by nature's harsh gift. The power of salt lies in its ability to toughen the body and enhance endurance. Now I shall share this ancient knowledge with you. Toughening with salt and vinegar. A warrior's hands, feet, and skin were immersed in a mixture of salt and vinegar. This concoction helped harden the skin, form calluses, and make the body resilient to the harsh impacts of combat. This seemingly simple practice was, in fact, the first step towards mental discipline and bodily resilience. Strengthening with salt-filled bags. Striking salt-filled bags. At first, it inflicts pain upon your hands, but over time, this pain transforms into strength. Each strike strengthens the muscles and bones, preparing the hands for the challenges of battle. The coarse nature of salt makes a warrior's body resilient even to the toughest adversaries. This practice is a reflection of patience and determination. Massage with salt water. After training, a massage with salt water would aid in the body's recovery. It not only relaxes the muscles, but also soothes the warrior's mind. Salt heals small wounds on the skin and helps the body recover quickly from the injuries of battle. For a warrior, rest is as important as the fight itself. Resistance to pain and mental fortitude. When you see some Kung Fu masters in China rubbing their faces with sea salt until they bleed, you must understand the profound meaning behind it. This is not merely a physical challenge, but a mental one as well. Such practices increase the threshold for pain, reducing the sensation of pain from impacts during combat. Salt toughens the skin and tests the strength of the mind. It is a practice that strengthens not just the body, but also the spirit. Each strike, each salt-filled bag, each massage with sea salt advances the warrior one step further. They are the stories of patience and discipline, of pain and endurance. To be a true warrior requires not only physical strength, but also mental resilience. Salt is a faithful companion on this long journey.